All right, buckle up, folks, because we're diving into some serious AI news today.
Oh, yeah, this is a big one.
OpenAI, the masterminds behind ChatGPT,
hmm
they just inked a deal for a mind-blowing amount of computing power.
You're telling me we're talking $12 billion.
Over 5 years, that's insane.
It's enough to make even a supercomputer jealous.
Seriously. So what's the scoop? Who are they getting this massive power boost from?
Well, it's not who you might think. It's not Google, not Amazon.
Oh.
They've teamed up with a company called CoreWeave.
CoreWeave, I'm not familiar with them.
They're a bit under the radar, but they're making some serious waves in the AI world, especially when it comes to infrastructure.
Okay, so break it down for me. What exactly is CoreWeave? Just another cloud company?
Not exactly. They're kind of in a league of their own.
Okay.
They call themselves AI hyperscalers.
Okay.
Basically, they provide the muscle, the raw computing power needed to train and run these crazy complex AI models we're seeing popping up everywhere.
Gotcha. So they're the engine room.
Exactly, the powerhouse behind the scenes.
Okay, I'm getting the power part, but why would OpenAI, with Microsoft already backing them, go for this less-known player?
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a strategic angle here,
Oh,
right?
absolutely. This isn't just about buying computing power off the shelf. It's much more strategic than that.
I knew it.
This deal gives OpenAI something really interesting. A $350 million stake in CoreWeave through their upcoming IPO.
Wow, now that's putting your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. And on top of that, they get dedicated computing power designed specifically for their needs.
So it's a partnership, not just a transaction.
Right. And it's a pretty bold move towards independence for OpenAI.
Interesting. It's like they're saying, we need serious computing horsepower and we want to be in the driver's seat.
Exactly. Control is a big factor here.
But what makes CoreWeave so special? What do they bring to the table that the big guys don't?
Their entire infrastructure is built around NVIDIA GPUs.
Ah, NVIDIA, the gold standard for AI processing.
Yeah. All right, think of GPUs like the engine of AI. They can handle the massive calculations needed for deep learning, and CoreWeave has data centers packed with them.
Okay, so OpenAI gets access to this supercharged AI gym, and CoreWeave gets a major credibility boost and a partner pushing the boundaries of AI. That sounds like a win-win to me.
It is. It's a partnership that could really accelerate the development of incredibly complex AI, and that's what makes this so exciting.
Yeah, this isn't just about today's tech, it's about what comes next, the future of AI.
Absolutely.
All right, so we've got OpenAI, a company pushing the limits of what AI can do, partnering with CoreWeave, a company providing the raw power to fuel that ambition. It makes you wonder, what could this dynamic duo actually create?
Well, OpenAI has been really focused on something called generative AI.
Generative AI, that's the stuff that creates realistic images, videos, even text, right?
Yeah, exactly. Things like those AI-generated images you see online, they're already pretty mind-blowing.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those. It's crazy how realistic they are.
And this partnership could take things to a whole new level.
Like, how much further can they go?
Imagine AI systems that can generate entire movies, write novels that are indistinguishable from human creations. It's pretty wild.
That's insane.
Yeah, the possibilities are pretty much endless.
Okay, I'll admit that's pretty cool, but beyond the wow factor, are there real-world applications for this kind of generative AI?
Absolutely. Think about architects using AI to generate building designs that aren't just beautiful, but also optimized for energy efficiency and structural integrity.
That would be amazing.
Or filmmakers using AI to create special effects that are more realistic and immersive than anything we've ever seen.
It's like taking movie magic to a whole new level.
Yeah, pretty much.
It sounds like this partnership could have a big impact on creative industries, but it also makes you wonder, where else could this lead?
It's definitely not limited to creative fields. Think about areas like healthcare, finance, and even education.
Yeah, those are some big areas ripe for disruption.
With this kind of computing power, OpenAI could develop AI systems that revolutionize how we diagnose diseases, manage our money, and even learn new things.
Okay, now you've got my attention. Let's break down those sectors and see what's really possible.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with healthcare. It seems like such a natural fit for AI, especially with all the data involved.
You're right, there's so much potential there.
I mean, think about drug discovery. It's such a long and expensive process right now.
Yeah, it can take years and billions of dollars to bring a new drug to market.
Exactly. But AI could really speed things up.
Oh, absolutely. Imagine an AI that can sift through massive data sets of biological information, looking for promising drug candidates. It's like having a superpowered research assistant.
That's a great way to put it, a research assistant that never sleeps.
Right, and it could be a game changer for diseases that have stumped us for years.
It really makes you wonder, what else could AI do in healthcare with this kind of power boost from CoreWeave?
Well, think about medical imaging.
Oh, yeah, like X-rays and MRIs.
Exactly. AI systems could analyze those scans with incredible accuracy, maybe even spotting things that a human radiologist might
And
miss.
like having an extra set of eyes, but eyes that never get tired and can process information in ways we can't even imagine.
And that early detection is crucial for so many conditions.
It could be life-saving.
Absolutely. And there's personalized medicine, too.
Personalized medicine, that's where treatments are tailored to an individual's specific needs, right?
Right. AI could analyze your genetic data, your lifestyle, your medical history, all of it, and then help create a treatment plan that's just for you.
Wow, that's amazing. No more one-size-fits-all medicine.
And it could help doctors monitor patients remotely, too. Maybe catching early warning signs of problems before they become serious.
So we're talking about a future where healthcare is more precise, more proactive, and maybe even more accessible, especially for people in remote areas. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, there's so much potential there.
It is, but healthcare is just one area. What about finance? You mentioned that AI could have a big impact there too.
Oh, absolutely. Finance is all about data analysis and prediction, which is right up AI's alley.
I'm particularly interested in the potential for AI to personalize financial advice, make it more tailored to individual needs.
I think that's a really interesting area. Imagine having an AI financial advisor that understands your goals, your risk tolerance, your spending habits, even better than you do.
That would be incredible. No more generic advice that doesn't quite fit your situation.
Right. It's like having a personal financial guru in your pocket.
I love that. But what about the security aspect? I mean, finance is a prime target for fraud.
That's true. Security is critical. But AI can actually be a huge help in that area.
Really? How so?
AI-powered systems can monitor transactions in real time, flagging anything suspicious that might slip past a human analyst.
So it's like having an AI security guard constantly watching over your accounts?
Exactly. And they can learn to recognize patterns that indicate fraud, making it much harder for criminals to operate.
That's pretty reassuring, especially with all the sophisticated scams out there.
And as these AI systems get smarter, they'll be able to detect even the subtlest signs of fraud.
Making the whole system safer for everyone.
Exactly.
This is amazing stuff, but we've talked about healthcare, we've talked about finance, what about education? I feel like AI has the potential to completely revolutionize how we learn.
I agree. Education is ripe for innovation, and AI could be a game changer.
I'm really intrigued by the idea of personalized learning, tailoring education to each student's individual needs.
It's a powerful concept. Imagine every student having access to an AI tutor that adapts to their learning style, their pace, their strengths and weaknesses.
It would be like having a personal teacher available 24/7, ready to answer your questions and provide guidance.
Exactly. It's a far cry from the one-size-fits-all approach we often see in traditional education.
And it's not just about tutoring, right? AI could help teachers in other ways, too.
Oh, definitely. It could help them assess student progress more effectively, pinpoint areas where students are struggling, and offer personalized feedback.
So it's not about replacing teachers, it's about giving them better tools.
Right. And AI could even help create more engaging and interactive learning materials, making the whole experience more enjoyable for students.
So instead of dry textbooks and boring lectures, we could have AI-powered learning that's interactive, immersive, maybe even fun.
Exactly. It's about making learning more effective and accessible for everyone.
I love that. But while AI offers all these incredible opportunities in education, it also raises some important questions.
You're right. We can't just ignore the potential downsides.
Like, what happens to the role of teachers in this AI-powered future? Will they become obsolete? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in all the exciting possibilities, but it's important to think about the human side of things too.
Absolutely. Technology should complement human capabilities, not replace them.
So, in a world where AI can personalize learning for every student, what happens to teachers? Do they become obsolete?
I don't think so. I see it more as AI empowering teachers, not replacing them.
Okay, I like that perspective. Think about it. If AI could handle a lot of the routine tasks, things like grading and administrative work, that would free up teachers to focus on what they do best. Things like mentoring, inspiring, building relationships with their students.
That makes a lot of sense. It's not about robots taking over. It's about giving teachers the tools to be even more effective.
Exactly. It's a collaboration.
Hmm.
AI provides the insights and tools, and teachers provide the human touch, the empathy, the guidance that's so essential for learning.
It's a partnership, each side playing to its strengths.
Exactly.
I'm feeling a lot better about the future of education now, but zooming out a bit, this whole deal between OpenAI and CoreWeave, it's not just about these two companies, right?
Right. It's a sign of something much bigger happening in the AI world.
What do you mean?
It highlights the growing demand for AI computing power. It's like a global race now.
A race to get the most computing power.
Yeah, countries and companies are investing heavily in the infrastructure needed to train and run these incredibly complex AI models.
It reminds me of the early days of the internet. Everyone saw the potential, but access was limited.
That's a great comparison.
And now with AI, it's access to computing power that's the bottleneck.
Exactly, and this raises some important questions, like who's going to control access to this power?
Yeah, that's a good point. Will it be a few tech giants, or will it be more widely distributed?
It's a critical question because if only a handful of companies control the AI playing field, it could really stifle innovation.
And limit the benefits of AI to just a select few.
Exactly, and that's something we definitely want to avoid.
So how do we prevent that kind of concentration of power?
Well, one solution is to encourage more open source AI platforms and tools.
What would that do?
It would make AI technology more accessible, for researchers and developers all over the world, regardless of their resources.
So it's about democratizing access to AI, making sure it's not just a tool for the wealthy and powerful.
Exactly. It should be something that everyone can benefit from.
That's a great goal. And are there any initiatives like that already happening?
Oh yeah, there are some promising ones out there, like Google's TensorFlow. It's an open source machine learning library that anyone can use.
That's cool. Are there others?
Yeah, and we need more of these initiatives to really level the playing field.
It sounds like there's a lot of work to be done.
There is, but there's also a lot of excitement and potential.
That's true. But even with open source tools, don't we still need access to that raw computing power?
We do, but there are some innovative solutions emerging in that area too.
Like what?
Well, cloud computing is becoming more and more sophisticated. Companies are offering on-demand access to AI-specific hardware and software.
So instead of having to build your own massive data center, you can just rent the computing power you need.
Exactly. It makes it much more accessible for smaller players, like startups and research groups.
That could be a game changer.
It could. It opens up the possibilities for who can contribute to AI development.
It sounds like the future of AI is still very much up in the air, could go in a lot of different directions.
It's true. It's not predetermined. It's something we shape through the choices we make today.
That's a powerful thought. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into OpenAI's big bet, what's the key takeaway you want our listeners to ponder?
I'd say this. As we marvel at all the advancements in AI and its seemingly limitless potential, remember that it's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
That's a good point.
The future of AI is not set in stone. It's something we create through our choices and actions. So let's choose wisely. Let's use this incredible technology to build a better world for everyone.
That's a great message to end on. And to our listeners, we'd love to hear your thoughts. If you were at the helm of OpenAI with all this newfound power, what world-changing AI application would you build?
Think big. The possibilities are endless.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. We'll see you next time.